Hey everyone, we will start with this video with 3 questions and overall what will the ultimate angle guide video have. There are timestamps available in the description if you want to skip to some part. Also subtitles are available, which one in the Oregon clip does lean and push on the correct side. Person A, Person B, or Person C. The correct answer is Person C. For the second question, let's assume that you're in a cafeteria holding yellow stairs on this position. Do you lean on the right side or you don't lean at all? You can't lean on the left side because the solid brick doesn't allow you. You don't lean. Last question. 1 versus 1 and you were drowned out in the penthouse by the trippy walls and a taker is in the guitar, or fame, holding an angle so you cannot go towards the theater. Where would you position yourself? You will position yourself on the bed, standing up. Or here, also standing up. If you haven't got any of these questions correctly, you are an average Siege player. Don't feel bad. If you manage to get all 3 correct, or some of them correct, stick with the video because these are just basic questions. So, as you can see, we'll be doing in this video most about angles, how to hold an angle, which angles to hold when playing as a team. We will touch on the topic of how to position yourself. We are not going to get into the depth of that, we are going to make a specific video about it. How to peek properly, rappelling, upside down rappelling, and much more. Let's start with the most basic statement. Peek from the doors or any cover from as far as possible. As long as you can, if needed, hit the shots. Because you usually hold pixel peeks only for the information. This also includes ACOG and other one-side sights. Let's explain. First, without leaning, you will see it itself. I will gradually move straight back. I won't be moving left or right. And as you can see, now I can actually see pretty much everything. To a way less an extent, but still to an extent, this is the same thing as when leaning, but that small difference will eventually cost your life. Let's see the actual example of me being peeked. When the attacker is hugging the cover, he will gradually go back and then he peeks me again. I can see him a bit less. The same thing, but now I will be the peeker. So now, for some odd reason lately I've been getting weird feedback of when you have to be peeking. It varies of holo versus ACOG. It does not. When you want to peek, it's the same thing. The more you're closer to the cover, the quicker opponent will see you and the bigger target you will be. Obviously, if you have holo, you still want to keep shorter fights, but do not hug the cover. Like never. Okay, next topic will be leaning on the wrong side. That's a boring, right? Everyone knows how to lean on the right side. Well, wrong. Many people do not. That's the first question, and before we go to the first question, let's explain something. You want to lean on the side from where you will be peeked from. If you're expecting an enemy to peek you on your right side, you will lean on the right side. Otherwise, there will be a split of second, and even more that you won't be able to see him, and he'll be able to see you and actually kill you. The same thing also works on the windows. So let's see it on the sea of windows that happened to someone that I have done the round review. You know that the person is rappelling on the left side. However, you expect him to come on the right. Therefore, you have to lean yourself on the right. Otherwise, you will be able to see now there is a spot that I can be killed from and I cannot see him. But I couldn't see him. Such a bad game, right? No, this is entirely your fault. Let's go to some staircases, such as Bank's lobby. If you're expecting someone to be on the far right, then you will lean on the left side, because you will be picked from the left. If he is by the hallway, either don't lean because of the gold railings, or lean on the right side, and to push out front as guy, right side. I hope you now understand the correct way of peeking, and not just theoretical part. Many people will peek like this against this same window. So, let's go back to the Oregon part. Since you're expecting your enemies to peek you from the left side, you will want to lean on the left side. Let's go a step further. Rappelling. Well, mostly rappelling upside down. Oh, by the way, that thing is fixed in the TS, or tactical servers. But will the patch go live? I don't know. So most of us know how rappelling upside down is broken. I just want to show you for how much can you actually peek without being seen. like this. Also, rappelling upside down does not mean rappelling upside down on the windows. Many people are unaware of on how many different spots you can rappel upside down, such as on Consulate, or Cafe Dostoevsky, or mostly known on the Clubhouse. Also, don't be afraid of rappelling upside down on the window that you can peek if staying on the ground, like on the Clubhouse. Even Theme Park, why not Theme Park? Even Skyscraper or Chalet that are still going to be in the rent. Because simply, rappelling upside down is broken in the current patch. Abuse it as much as possible whilst you can. And how to deal with this? Well, prone. Prone under the window with the leaning on the correct side. Sound will help you. You will have an edge over the rappel person this time. However, rappelling itself will have its own video, so yeah, I will continue with the angles now. But I will repeat, a such advantage on the rappelling upside down was heavily nerfed on TS. You can on TS see only shoes, which is supposed to be like that. Let's go a bit deeper into the angles. Pi, not that pi, I mean half pi or clearing rooms. At first, this looks like it's not a topic for this video, but you can actually abuse this as a defender. Have you ever seen pros in the ranked? Or pro league proning or staying at the dump random places? Well, you're correct about dump places, but these are not random places. These places are blind spots because of the holo and ACOG mostly. When you are ADSing, your vision gets obscured. You probably see where I'm going. For an example, if you know that Sledge is in statuary, who is pushing you through this door, you can easily prone like this defender, whichever gun do you use, SMG11 with holo or L85 with ACOG. If you're ADSing, you will be a freebie for the defender, a dump and a random spot. I agree only that the spot is dump, but it's definitely not random. This was just an example, you can find this on pretty much every map, which I will leave for members and patrons only video. Let's talk now about the pies. I mean half pies. You should immediately think of taking slice of pies then, because that is how you clear the room. You check a section of the map and don't go to safety, let your brain progress to gather the information, then peek again. Do this only if you're lacking of drones. That's not the point of this. The point of this is positioning yourself according to this, as you were asked on the last question of Coastline. So, you don't want to be in a spot that you'll be prefired. We can definitely agree on that, right? But the issue is how to do that. That's a bit more complex. Let's go back to the coastline one. Common spots to be prefired are these three corners. So attackers will most likely clear like this. And since you're not there, and then you will be prefired either behind the wardrobe or behind the half wall. So being on the bed or on the half wall allows you to be on the odd places, above the usual crosshair placements, and allows you to be more flexible. You're not stuck in the corner, you can go left and the right, especially if you're on this wall, because you will see attacker's gun barrel before he sees you. We'll get back to a bit later. Or, since we never talk about cafe, you can be over here if you're expecting to be pushed through the shop. As you can see, these all spots are situational, and again, they work pretty much in every single room. Like for this example, is again a dumb spot because you can be very easily killed from the skylight. However, if you are in a 1 versus 1 or 1 versus 2 situation, and both attackers are inside of the building, this spot will most likely work. Since we are on a cafe, I want to touch important places to be wary of when you're an attacker, which are these kind of staircases. Defenders could be over here, and whilst you're climbing up, you will probably not notice them. Before we go to the most complex section of angles as a team, let me give you a few more cool tricks about angles. Your perspective is very different than what other player sees. For an example, this gun is very much visible for attackers, whereas it is not supposed to be seen. Do you remember the coastline part on the top of the half wall? That's exactly that. You have the advantage or the perspective issue, you are on an odd spot, you're not on the common crosshair placement, and that attacker should be a freebie on you if you were not drowned out. Well, with Vigil you can always be on odd spots. Second thing, vertical angles. Always try to hold them by an angle when you're a defender, especially against your team's vertical angles, because as an attacker it will be next to impossible to spot you, whereas all what you are waiting is pixel changes, and simply shoot or do whatever you want with that information. Third, when a room is full of anchor or odd spots, clear the room un-ADSing, and then narrow specific additional spots whilst ADSing. That's way less time consuming and especially powerful with guns that the ADS time is very low, like SMG-11. Check the Penguins clip. If someone knows about angles, that's definitely him.
How do I clear? Like this?
Just easier.
No, I just fucking check like
use
this.
it on shotguns,
Then I can start narrowing in on certain areas.
10 seconds remaining.
But I'm not gonna check it like
5
this.
seconds. Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
There's no point, you know.
Also, the lean as further as possible is mostly because you can get the tightest angle as quick as possible. You can literally move your angle by pixels. Okay, we will touch on topic with an example of how the angles work in pre-made theme. Since we have said majority of the things about angles, let's see an example of border. Imagine you and your teammate or teammates taking control of a lockers. Your teammate is inside of the archives, close to the window, whereas you are close to the bridge, outside. There's a defender by BC. So, what everyone sees when checks that there is a teammate in the archives is a teammate in the archives. Whereas what experienced people see is defender can only rotate to the objective from the cubby hatch because your teammate has an angle that is shutting down pretty much most of the lockers towards the archives, so the defender can only rotate toward the objective from the cubby hatch. This one was one of the most basic example. Going in this topic will require another very complex video, so for now on I won't be going any more in depth. What I wanted to show you in this example is the most important thing. You need to know angles of your teammates to figure out your own play. You need to see a bigger picture rather than just a friend of yours in archives. Also, I have not talked about positioning, pixel angles, peeking, white peeking, and all this stuff. Would you like to see such video? You probably would. But let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching the video. If you have any feedback, let me know down in the comment section below. If you would like to support me, drop me a like, subscribe and click the notification bell to get all notifications for my channel. Make sure to join my Discord server and follow me on Twitter. Okay,